What is going on, guys? It is Mr. 7 here, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica, the loading screen. So what happened was Subnautica updated again, and they had some, I don't know, what it said was that the terrain had changed, and the terrain wouldn't change in the game that I already had, so I had to start a new one in order for it to work. So I started the new one, and I got myself back up to pretty much the point that we were at in the previous episode of Subnautica. Pretty sure there are some new things that I did that I'm going to go over. I'm going to show you guys what's going on as soon as I load into the game, because this loading screen is terrible. It takes forever, and that is exclusive to Subnautica because I have a solid state drive in my computer that usually makes games load like instantly. So this is just the way Subnautica is, although it may have crashed this time. Alright, welcome back to Subnautica for real this time,
Power restored.
because it's super laggy. There it goes. So I've redone the base. I'll show you guys this actually. So, oh my god, the lag. I went out and I got all the parts for the sea moth again. So I have the sea moth and the modification station that goes into the sea moth. I've rebuilt the welder. The one thing I haven't done is I haven't rebuilt the laser cutter, and that's because I haven't found any diamonds. But this is how I redid the base. So previously it was just, I think it was like that, one in the middle, one here with a hatch and some solar panels. So I put multi-levels on these two. I'll show you what's in them soon, and then I extended it out to another one here. So I have my sea moth and a few foundations. So let's go in and do a quick tour. Well, ish. So this here is the bioreactor. So the bioreactor is made like so. 4 titanium and 1 lubricant. Compost plant matter into energy now. I'm not sure if there's any particular plant matter that's the best, but because I have the plants in the other room there, which I'm going to show you, I've just been using them, and I built 2 bioreactors because I was running out of power with just one. And I will show you why in just a second. So here we have our main storage area. I actually don't have much of anything. I haven't really been stockpiling. See, these ones I just put in, they don't even have anything in them. That's the way out. Here's where we get our first aid kits as usual, and I built it its own thing, which it wouldn't let me put 2 first aid kits on this side. It wouldn't let me put a first aid kit and a locker on this side, but on this side it would. I have no idea why. When you try to place a first aid kit, like, it won't allow me to hit here or hit here, but when I was able to place it, it gave it to me like right here, I think it was, and it just put it in the middle anyway. So there's nothing I can do about the placement of that, but it's totally fine anyway. We'll get lots of first aid kits. So here we have the modification station, which we're going to use today. We actually haven't got into that yet in this series. And I went and I found these on the same island. I just didn't happen to scan them while I was there. But they're the small planters, and you can put a tree in them. So now I have literally as much food as I could possibly need. That grows back all the time. Just tons and tons and tons of food. And then I have marble melons that grow here. Again, just tons of them. It's crazy. A nice little window out there. Some living walls, which is another thing that was on the island that I just didn't scan. These purple vegetables, which are just another source of food. I think so far the marble melons are the best, but I don't know for sure. And another tree there. Oh yeah, okay. This is the aquarium. I heard something crafting over there. That's why I was confused. So I replaced the aquarium. I can't talk today. I have 1 creature egg. I believe it's for a stalker, and that's the only thing in here so far. I'll have to get some more things, but I just haven't had a chance yet. So yeah, it's pretty good. And these are filtration machines, and what they do is over time They just take the water and a ton of power. This is why I have 2 bioreactors, and they turn them into salt and big filtered water, which redoes half your water supply. So I mean, it's a pretty awesome thing. And I had 3 of them, but it was just draining the hell out of my power, so I had to put them away. And that really messed with my eyes for a second. So anyway, we have the modification station. It allows you to modify air tanks, fins, survival knife, and the propulsion cannon. So we have the hardened blade and the thermo blade. I think we're going to build the thermo blade, although there's not really much of a reason. The reason you would build a thermo blade before is if you killed a fish with a thermo blade, it would become a cooked fish. Like, all you have to do is hit it and it cooked it immediately. But we don't really have a lot of use for cooked fish having all this fruit available to us. Because it doesn't really matter what we eat as long as we eat. I think eating too much of one thing is bad, but we have the hanging fruit trees, the marble melons, and the purple fruit, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm not real worried about building the thermal blade. The hardened blade, I think, just is a regular knife with more durability, perhaps does more damage, but I don't have a diamond right now to build that with. The air tank, you have the high capacity air tank and the plasteel tank. So it's extra light. Not sure what that means. And this one's high capacity. I already built 2 of them. Now, my air is bugged currently. Not sure why, but if you look, if I put these tanks away, my oxygen doesn't go down. And this should give me more oxygen than that, so it's been that way for a while, and I have exited the game, saved the game, reloaded the game. It doesn't seem to matter. My air is bugged out. And I assume I will have to start a new game again to get that fixed. But here's what we're going to build today. The swim charge fins, because they wirelessly charge the item you're holding while you're swimming with them. So I actually don't even have regular fins at the moment. Let's see, what do they cost? Fins are silicone rubber. Silicone rubber is creepvine seed clusters. So we're gonna have to go get those. I'm gonna have to drop all this crap off first. Salt. So I have a ton of salt now because that thing just makes it for me all the time. I don't really know the use for salt, but this big filtered water is definitely a big deal. Like, big deal. Being able to get your hands on that kind of water, pretty much, it makes one before you run out of water. So as long as you come back to base, you're always good. And I've just kind of been stockpiling so that if I go out, I can take them with me. But obviously, at this exact moment, I don't.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, when I did rebuild the radiation suit, my sea moth is beat up to crap. So the radiation from the Aurora isn't bothering me, and we're gonna have to go explore the Aurora in greater detail. But I'm probably gonna build a flashlight when we go do that, so that we can actually see, because I remember there being more to the Aurora, and when we explored it the other day or on the live stream, I can't remember exactly when it was, but when we explored it, it definitely wasn't what I remember it being. So I'm thinking we just missed a spot or missed something. Another thing I'm gonna have to do is build a beacon for the base. I mean, the life pod's right there, but it definitely needs its own beacon. Alright, so we got the creepvine clusters, or seeds. So I'm just gonna go make those into silicon rubber. I'm not sure why my UI is so zoomed in. There it goes. Can I zoom out further? I have no idea why it's like that. This build of Subnautica seems to be fairly buggy. So if I build the fins, luckily available tier safeties cannot be overridden. What? If I were to draw from available data to provide contact, I don't even know what the hell. Why did they tell me that? That was really weird. So anyway, fins and wire kit. I made the fins. Oh, they had to be in my inventory. Okay. So these increase swim speed, but we don't really need that because we have the sea glide, and the swim charge fins will actually charge the sea glide. So essentially we don't really need to make batteries anymore. So do we put those on? Right. So let's check this out. Let's see how efficient it is. So this is at 90%, 89, 90, 89. So yeah, it's not running out like at all. If I use the flashlight, it does because it draws more power. Oh, but even still, it stays at 88, 87. So it drastically increases the amount of power we have with the Sea Glide. We definitely should carry a battery with us, but thinking don't really need to carry more than one. Now, this is going to be a quicker episode of Subnautica because I haven't really decided what we're going to do next. And if you guys have suggestions for what you would like me to do next, definitely leave them in the description below. But as for now, I think my main thing is going to be I have to gather a bunch of resources to be able to build more things. And then we can go explore. Now, I can't build the Cyclops yet. I don't think. Cyclops. No. So I'm 1 out of 3 somethings to build the Cyclops. What I would really like to do is be able to build that and kind of make a mobile base of sorts. I'm hoping we can set up the small planters in the Cyclops and then have food and we won't have to worry about it. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video here. Just take that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, oh, is there anything up here? No, I didn't put anything up here, and that's just another bioreactor. So that was the entire tour, basically. And in here, I did have a little desk and chair, but it ended up getting in the way, so I took it out. So I'm gonna fill this with fish. I'm gonna get a bunch more resources. Hopefully, find the rest of the blueprints for the Cyclops. But again, if you guys have any idea of what you want me to do next, maybe you want me to go explore somewhere, maybe there's something I'm missing, just let me know down in the comment section below. I said description before, but the comment section below. But that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure you crush that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. This has been Mr. 7x7. Later, guys.